I'm a potato person, so there isn't anything that I don't like about this.
Today I want to show you how to make a spicy jalapeno gremolata to go on top of your smashed potatoes to kind of elevate it a bit. What I've done is I've already parboiled our potatoes. You want to use little nugget potatoes. Try to get them all the same size if you can. So you're going to want to boil them until they're fork tender. So I'm just going to show you how we smash them and then we'll go on to our gremolata. I like to use a heavy bottom cup to do this. Don't use something delicate. Don't use a beautiful crystal glass. Don't smash them all the way down. You want to have about a centimeter or so. See, if you push too hard, they break like this. Just be gentle here. And then once you finish your whole pan, make sure it's not overcrowded. You want to give the potatoes room in the oven to kind of circulate so they get nice and crisp. So I have another pan here, and we're gonna finish the other ones on the second pan. So once we have them all spaced out nicely, we're gonna drizzle it with a bit of olive oil, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven for about 15 minutes at 425. After 15, we're gonna check them and we're gonna flip them so they're crispy on both sides, and then we'll get started on our gremolata. Gremolata is typically an Italian kind of condiment that is used to spoon over fish or meats. Normally it is done with parsley, lemon, garlic. I have kind of zhuzhed it up and added some things of my own. So today for the gremolata, we're gonna use some garlic, some lemon zest and preserved lemon, parsley, dill, and a little bit of mint. Chop it up roughly. It doesn't need to be done perfectly. If you want to use a food processor, you can. I find it gets a bit too smooth that way. I like it a bit chunky. Just a little bit of mint for freshness. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a whole chopped jalapeno, seeds removed. Okay, that should do it. I've added preserved lemon to this. I love the flavor. Preserved lemons are normally come in either a brine or oil. This one I like the best because they're already quartered for you. Once you dig in with your fork, you can touch the lemon. You cannot put it back in the jar. So I like these ones because this is about a tablespoon roughly. Now you're gonna wanna get rid of the pith here. I love adding this to marinades. So we have our preserved lemon. I'm gonna do the zest of a whole lemon. So we have all of our ingredients for our gremolata in the bowl. We're gonna use this lemon, so don't discard it, to squeeze over our potatoes when we mix it with our Dijon. We're gonna pour our oil in a slow, steady stream and then mix it all up, and it'll be perfect when our potatoes come out of the oven. So you want the consistency to be that of kind of a loose salsa. So I'll show you the consistency we're looking for. You want it thin, but you don't want it soupy. So we're gonna season with some salt and pepper. So let's check on our potatoes, and I'm just gonna show you the color you want before you flip them. And this is the color on the bottom. That is what we're looking for. The whole point of the smashed potato is you get that pillowy, soft center, and you get the crispy outside. Woo! Okay, so our potatoes are ready. I wanted to show you the smaller pan that we did. They have crisped up so nicely because there was so much more space on the pan. So I have grainy Dijon mustard. I'm gonna put that in a large bowl, add the juice of the lemon that we had zested earlier. So I'm gonna mix this up so it's kind of like a sauce. Empty our potatoes from our pan into the bowl with the Dijon and lemon mixture. So that looks like they're pretty evenly coated. I'm gonna put it back on the pan, and these are gonna go back in the oven for a couple of minutes. We just want them to crisp up with the Dijon and the lemon, and then we're ready to serve. I have charred up some sliced jalapeno rounds, and I just sliced them quite thin. Chard them in a really, really hot pan with just a teeny bit of oil. All right, our potatoes are out. Make sure you get all the little crispy bits because those are the best pieces. We're gonna spoon our gremolata on top of the hot potatoes. Just like that. This would also be really good on fish or a steak. Then we're gonna finish with our charred jalapeños, some flaky sea salt, and we're good to go. So the total recipe time for this is around 40 minutes. A lot of the things can be done ahead of time. You can make the gremolata ahead, you can parboil and smash the potatoes ahead, but I think this is a really great, unique smashed potato recipe that goes perfect with any protein of choice.
Really good, really good.